she's confident, you know, there's been...
Including highlights from the brand new Monika soundtrack by
Tonight could be the biggest night of your life. And we're all in it to win.
Perfect moment at the perfect time.
Good morning. I think this video will come out Christmas Eve. So to anyone who watches before Christmas, happy Christmas. I hope you have a brilliant festive period. Now we're in Ipswich, the nerve centre for Libertatia. I wanted to give you an update because about 6 months ago or so, Monika and I, along with Rasa, Monika's mum, set up a little business loosely focused around motorcycling and travel, where we want to make a series of products made in the UK. Actually, specifically the first product made in England. This has stalled over recent weeks purely because we've been waiting for 2 months. It's 2 months, isn't it?
Yeah.
2 months for a label. And it's just been so long, and we got the label and we weren't quite happy with it. So we thought, you know what, let's do everything in-house. The first product, and this has taken about 5 months to get to this point, you may not be able to believe that, is a tool roll. 2 different coloured wax cottons. I mean, just choosing the different wax cottons took us about a month and a half or so. We went to so many different places to sample the wax cottons to get the right feel. Like, it has to be thick, has to be heavy duty. You got to feel like it could last a lifetime and get better with age. You know, when you crumple it like that, it's got a real antique feel to it. The zips, antique YKK zips. These are, I think, probably the only thing that doesn't come from the UK potentially, but we wanted to make sure we're happy with the quality of the zips. The most durable possible, little antique aged brass eyelets on there. I really came up with the first idea for the tool roll, just always travelling if I'm in Morocco or somewhere else, and I would just take a bin bag of tools, throw all of my tools into a bin bag and then just tie this...
That is so you.
Yeah, this black bin bag up. And what would happen is my screwdrivers and things would punch holes in the bin bag. So tools would be falling out. It just didn't feel nice. And I really wanted a nice, aged, antique feeling tool roll. Something that feels nice. It's tactile, it's useful, it's minimal, elegant. Something that you're proud to have on your bike all the time, or car, whatever you fancy. Little bit here for your bits and pieces that you need secure. And this is the rough design. This will be very close to how it will look finished. Little label on there, tie coming across here, and simple. Elegant, nicely sized, I think. Just something, a little companion that you can always have with you. I'm really happy about that. I can't wait to finally show those off completed. And you can see here we've got all of the other tool rolls ready to go. So we're just waiting on that final label to confirm that all of us are happy with. Then we'll sew those on, get it all stitched up, finalised, and then they'll be ready to sell. Okay, I'm going to go put on some biking gear. It's quite warm, I think 12 degrees, and I'll head off on the Super Meteor.
Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright, round yon virgin mother and child, holy infant so tender and mild, sleep in heavenly peace, sleep in heavenly peace. Silent night, holy night, all is calm, all is bright.
I love rides like this. Out into the countryside, pick a random spot, village that you've not knowingly ever been to before and just head off. I haven't seen anyone for about 30 minutes or so, just right out into the beautiful countryside. In fact, I almost forgot to say this. I'm currently testing out the Tripper navigation because a lot of the Royal Enfields now are built with this onboard, small, elegant navigation system hooked up to a phone. So I'm just testing that out to see how well it works, not just in the town, but also where there's no signal. Does it lose connectivity or something like that? So currently testing that out to see what it's like to live with. But I feel strongly that the Super Meteor just fits here. It looks just right from an elegance point of view, design point of view, but also dimensionally. It's right for these small little English winding roads. I know I often say it about Royal Enfield. In fact, I probably say it every time I get one. And that's because it just smacks me in the face every time I have one. The Indian connection. I love the fact that these are real bikes made to be used by the masses. They have to work as well in India as they do in Europe, the USA and further afield. They have to have an element of mechanical simplicity at the core. They have to be fixed anywhere, and there's such a beauty in that simplicity. I just feel it every time I'm on one. And here in this setting, beautiful bike, beautiful scenery, perfect way to spend a Saturday. That was hell. Hell! I've just spent the past hour in this exact spot because I went to pack up the tripod and I lost my Rode mic. So I managed to triangulate exactly where it would be between this tripod here and my helmet there. The microphone was somewhere between the two because I could see the level of signal on the microphone receiver that Monika's now holding. I called Monika about 20 minutes ago. Hello. I called Monika 20 minutes ago and said, Monika, I'm going to have to leave them. We'll have to spend £300 on new ones because I could not find it. And then Monika immediately gets here and she says test. She says test to see where the signal is from a voice point of view. And within 5 minutes, we found it in here because Monika was just speaking and so stupid. So I'm going to head off, go and get a Christmas tree. Thank you, Monika. Well done. It shows you've got common sense and I have zero common sense. I thought this triangulation was clever. Okay, I'm going.
small.
Oh, that's perfect. I told you, Monica, I said, it's too big, let's be level-headed, let's be sensible. You don't listen, do you? And this is what happens every year. So now we're in a position you have to walk home. It's 4 miles from home.
It's worth it. Oh, beautiful.
Yes?
Yeah.
Apologies, I completely forgot to wrap up the video when we were in Ipswich. Something always happens every time with Monica and I when we go and do the tree shopping. I like to leave the tree shopping until the very last minute, but the problem is leaving it to the last minute. Either you get a great deal on a Christmas tree discounted by about 70% or so, or there are no Christmas trees left. And I remember one year there was only one Christmas tree left in B&Q, and it was a mangy Christmas tree. It was half dead and it was about this tall. And I brought it back and I said, Monica, I've saved the day. I have found a Christmas tree. I expected Monica to say, Freddie, thank you so much, but no. Look, I don't want to go too much into it because Monica's filming, but let's just say there were tears from one of us. So that was a bit of a risk this month or this year, but luckily got away with it. Somehow there were an unlimited amount of trees left. So we got this Christmas tree for, I think, 25 or 30 pounds, yes. Which is brilliant. I was over the moon with it. So success this year. You know, I usually, with bikes, I rode back from Ipswich just yesterday on the Super Meteor, just as brilliant as I thought it would be, that bike on long distances. And I very rarely do this, but I like it so much. I have asked Royal Enfield if I could have it for an indefinite period of time. They said, look, indefinite period not sure about because it's quite a popular bike, but I can have it into January. So hopefully I've got it for another week or two. It was meant to go back, I think, today. So I'm just delighted that I can use it for a few more rides, and I will cram as many rides as I can, make the absolute most of it. Tomorrow morning, I'm heading off to Cornwall in the Fiat. I was considering riding, but there are some presents. I won't be able to fit it all in there, the Super Meteor. Heading off at 10 a.m. tomorrow, that will be 300 miles or so, and I think it will take 8 hours to get there. So I'm going directly west to Cornwall, and Monica's going directly east over to Ipswich. Next video, just after Christmas, will be the Super Meteor review. So thank you so much everyone for coming along. I hope you all have a brilliant Christmas, a great festive period. Thank you so much for all of your support, and have a good one.